Stuart, let's talk about dogs and living in Spain with them.
Okay, well, you're my two-legged friend, but a lot of our customers like their four-legged friends, and dogs are a big part of Spanish communities. In fact, I think this nation is one of the nations that really love the company of dogs. We live in Torre Guadiaro, and the way in which they look after their dogs is somewhat different. A lot of the residents will just open a gate and let the dogs out, which is probably not what we're used to from Northern Europe or from the United States. But here, communities, it's very rare that an urbanizational community would not allow dogs. Having said that, we have one listing in Miraflores that didn't allow dogs. So your lawyer always has to check the community bylaws and statutes. But again, it's extremely rare. If you have a dog in Spain, of course, you'd want to find a property with some outside space, perhaps a ground floor with a garden or something with a nice terrace. A lot of the properties around here have really easy access to the countryside where you can go on nice walks, and also places like Alcaresa have dog parks, which are good fun to let all the dogs run around together. But getting down into the specifics, it's quite cheap to have a dog here in Spain. Your vaccinations are as cheap as 8 to 10 euros per vaccine. When you come here from abroad, particularly from the United States, you'd need to get rabies shots every year. A vet checkup is only 30 euros each time, so it's actually not worth getting dog insurance. And if you want the full grooming service, it's as cheap as 50 euros. I know in America, friends have told me it costs them $100 to get that same service. Other things to consider is traveling here with dogs. If you have a dog less than 10 kilos, you're allowed to bring it in a carrying case. It's checked as a luggage which you carry on. If you have a dog which is more than 10 kilos, you check it in and pay that luggage fee. So it's not that expensive to bring your dogs over here when you move. And the other thing is when you're an EU resident, your dogs can travel freely throughout the EU. If you come from abroad, you can get a doggy passport, which allows your dog to travel freely within Europe with you. So Spain is really welcoming to dogs, and I think it's a big factor for people why they choose Spain, because they can bring their four-legged friends. So that's the long story short.